Have you ever pondered upon the mysteries of life? Have you ever found yourself questioning the nature of reality or the purpose of existence? Throughout history, there have been countless individuals who have grappled with these profound questions. But amidst the vast sea of humanity, there are a few voices that stand out as beacons of enlightenment, guiding us towards a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. These are the philosophers, the thinkers, who dared to question everything, and in doing so, uncovered some of the deepest truths of human existence. In today's episode, we'll be exploring some of the most powerful quotes from some of the most influential philosophers of all time. Each quote is a testament to the power of human thought and the potential for wisdom that lies within each and every one of us. So sit back, relax, and prepare to be inspired by the words of those who have walked the path of enlightenment. Let's start. Welcome to the World Puzzle, where we explore the deep end of consciousness, esotericism, spiritual mysteries, and ancient wisdom. Remember to hit subscribe to join our timeless journey. Before we dive into the wisdom of ancient Greek philosophy, let me ask you this. Have you ever looked up at the night sky and marveled at the seemingly endless expanse of stars? In the vastness of space, we find both wonder and terror, but also a profound sense of our own insignificance. It is in moments like these that the thoughts of the ancient Greek philosopher Epicurus come to mind. Epicurus was born in Athens in 341 BCE and died there in 270 BCE. He was one of the founders of the philosophical school of Stoicism, which emphasized living in harmony with nature and accepting whatever life may throw your way. 8. But Epicurus had his own unique perspective on things, particularly when it came to death. Death is not something to be feared, he said. It is simply the absence of sensations. When you are dead, you will not feel anything, so there is no reason to worry about it. His words echo the sentiment expressed by the popular phrase carpe diem, which means seize the day. In other words, make the most of the present moment, for death could come at any time. Why should we live life to the fullest? According to Epicurus, it's not just about enjoying pleasure or avoiding pain, but about living in accordance with nature. When we understand our place in the natural order of things, we can find a sense of peace and acceptance. So the next time you find yourself worrying about the future or dwelling on the past, take a moment to appreciate the present. And remember the words of Epicurus, carpe diem. Seize the day and live in accordance with nature. But what does it mean to live in accordance with nature? What is the natural state of things? To answer this question, we turn to another ancient Greek philosopher, Aristotle, who was a student of Plato and the teacher of Alexander the Great. Aristotle was born in the year 384 BCE in the city of Stagira, located on the northern coast of Greece. He died in 322 BCE after a long and fruitful life dedicated to the pursuit of knowledge and wisdom. Unlike Epicurus, Aristotle believed that death is something to be feared. In his view, death is the opposite of life, which is the ultimate evil. However, Aristotle also believed that we should not fear death, because death is inevitable. We cannot avoid it, so why bother worrying about it? Instead, we should focus on living a good and virtuous life. This is the key to happiness, according to Aristotle. If we live according to our nature, we will be fulfilling our purpose in living a life that is worth living. But what is our nature? According to Aristotle, we are rational animals. We have the ability to reason and to use our intellect to understand the world around us and to make decisions about how we should live. We also have the ability to act according to our reason. We can choose to do what is right and good, even when it is difficult or painful. This is what it means to live in accordance with nature for Aristotle. We should use our reason to understand the world and to make good decisions. And we should act according to our reason by doing what is good and right. By following these guidelines, we can live a life that is in harmony with nature and with ourselves. But what if we disagree with these philosophers? What if we believe that death is something to be feared? Or what if we don't believe that humans are rational animals? Can we still live good and happy lives? This is the question that the ancient Greek philosopher Pyrrho of Elis questioned. Pyrrho was born in the ancient Greek city of Elis around 360 BCE and died there around 270 BCE. He was the founder of the philosophical school of skepticism, which held that true knowledge is impossible and that we should suspend judgment on all matters. Pyrrho believed that the only thing we can know with certainty is that we know nothing. This may sound like a defeatist attitude, but Pyrrho actually saw it as a source of wisdom and tranquility. According to Pyrrho, the reason we suffer is because we have opinions about things that we do not know. We think we know what is right and wrong, good and bad, true and false, but in reality, we are just making guesses. The only way to escape this suffering, according to Pyrrho, is to suspend judgment on all matters. If we do not pretend to know more than we do, we will not be tormented by our own ignorance. Pyrrho's philosophy may seem extreme, but it has some appeal. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with information and opinions, it can be refreshing to step back and admit that we do not know everything. Pyrrho taught us that we should not cling to our beliefs, but rather be open to the possibility that we may be wrong. This kind of open-mindedness can lead to wisdom and tranquility, which are qualities that we all strive for. But what about the nature of reality itself? Is it really what we think it is? The ancient Chinese philosopher Lao Tzu challenged the conventional view of reality in his book, Tao Te Ching. Lao Tzu was an enigmatic figure who is said to have lived in the 6th century BCE. Despite his obscurity, Lao Tzu is revered as one of the most important philosophers in Chinese history. His teachings, which are recorded in the Tao Te Ching, have had a profound impact on Chinese culture and have influenced many other philosophical and religious traditions. Lao Tzu taught that reality is ultimately unknowable. We can only perceive a small part of the universe through our limited senses. Moreover, our perception of reality is shaped by our own biases and preconceptions. Therefore, according to Lao Tzu, we can never truly know what is real. But if we cannot know what is real, how can we live a good life? Lao Tzu's answer is to follow the Tao, which is the way of nature. By living in harmony with the natural order of the universe, we can find peace and contentment. These are just a few of the many powerful quotes from ancient Greek and Chinese philosophers. Their words have stood the test of time and continue to resonate with people today. These quotes remind us of the importance of wisdom, self-knowledge, and living in harmony with nature. They also challenge us to question our beliefs and to be open to different ways of thinking. In today's fast-paced world, it can be easy to get caught up in the hustle and bustle of everyday life. But these quotes remind us to slow down and appreciate the simple things in life. Yes. They encourage us to find joy in the present moment and to savor the beauty of the natural world around us. So the next time you find yourself feeling stressed or overwhelmed, take a moment to reflect on the words of these wise philosophers. Let their words inspire you to be more mindful of your thoughts and actions and to appreciate the wonder of life. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the timeless wisdom of ancient Greek and Chinese philosophy. If you enjoyed this episode, please leave us a like and a comment below with your thoughts or any other philosophers whose quotes have inspired you. We would love to hear from you. Don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss an episode. Until then, keep questioning, keep seeking, and keep finding wisdom in the world around you. Goodbye.